XRP is on a rising path, maybe reaching heights of $1,650 to $2,900 by the end of 2024. So get ready for a financial breakthrough. This is not only sensational talk, it's based on a major event, the upcoming introduction of an XRP ETF. Imagine this, the same financial behemoth that launched a successful Bitcoin ETF. BlackRock is using its knowledge to XRP with an incredible track record where practically every ETF application they submitted has been approved. BlackRock's entry into XRP is revolutionary. But hold on, there's more. It's not only BlackRock causing a stir, Grayscale is also entering the fray. Apart from suggesting an XRP ETF, they have included XRP into their crypto holdings. This underlines XRP's and Ripple Labs' increasing impact in the sphere of cross-border transactions. Greetings, Moneyside family. Welcome back to your main center for anything XRP. Let's fast touch base first. I want a little favor from you. Join our fantastic community by smashing that like button, hitting subscribe, and ringing that notification bell. And here's a tiny heads up. Approaching 60,000 subscribers, we are gearing up for an amazing XRP giveaway. Participating in the giveaway is simple. Simply follow 3 easy guidelines, so ensure you're tuned in and prepared. Remember to also include a hashtag MoneySide in the comments to confirm your place in the giveaway. Now let's enter the fascinating realm of XRP and see what's fresh today. Deeper investigation of the data reveals that BlackRock's track record in ETF approvals is almost perfect. BlackRock's foray into cryptocurrencies and online 3.0 marks a turning moment in the conventional finance industry's perspective of digital currencies as the global leader in asset management. Their almost faultless approval record for ETFs attests to their unrivaled knowledge of the financial world. Keep in mind that BlackRock's ETF approval score of 99.8 qualifies them as an unstoppable force in the ETF scene. The main thing is to grasp the big picture. Major financial players such as BlackRock and JP Morgan have not only been watching XRP, they have been purposefully gathering it. Reports with a leaked paper point to these behemoths putting more than 7.5% of their whole fortune into XRP. A recently well-researched piece even suggested BlackRock changing its emphasis completely from Bitcoin to XRP, indicating a major change in their investment approach. This action suggests a growing interest in XRP, hence increasing the likelihood of a BlackRock-supported XRP ETF. But this is where it becomes even more interesting. A new development in the XRP drama has surfaced, an XRP ETP's existence. Though its inventor is unknown, its existence is absolutely vital for an ETF. Though currently in the pre-release stage, priced at $0, reports indicate the XRP ETP has been started and ready to reveal any day now. And there's even more. Rumors are flying regarding a simultaneous launch of an XRP ETF, matching the introduction of both the ETP and ETF. This dual announcement emphasizes fast progress toward the ETF, perhaps following only weeks after the launch of a Bitcoin ETF, in addition to making sense. The possibility for XRP is enormous when we put this into context, particularly given Bitcoin's rise to $43,000, even before its ETF launch. Once XRP's ETF hits the market, we're talking about a potential increase in value to $1,650 or possibly $2,500. Understood. Listen to me, since this is not as far-fetched as it may seem. Already launched, the XRP ETF is directly opening the path to an XRP ETF in only a few weeks. Many are unaware that Fidelity, a financial behemoth, has officially published the exchange-traded product for XRP. This means a quick shift toward the launch of an XRP ETF, expected to get US Securities and Exchange Commission approval very soon. Indeed, only yesterday we talked about a newly released piece. Based on a leaked report from none other than BlackRock, it indicated that XRP ETF could be just around the way. This leak suggested an upcoming ETF filing for XRP. A leading BlackRock analyst publicly announced the start of a BlackRock ETF, especially for XRP, which adds to this enthusiasm. They even mentioned the iShares XRP Trust in connection to an ETF application. Originally doubtful, I checked this myself, and lo and behold, it's right there on the Delaware list of companies' website. This event is a game changer, and it reveals how near we are to witnessing a seismic change in XRP's market presence, possibly reflecting or even exceeding the changes we have saw with Bitcoin's ETF. Recent studies have shown a major crypto world evolution, a notable sign of institutional involvement in cryptocurrency. Both BlackRock and JP Morgan have purchased more than 7,500,000 XRP, not just by accumulating XRP, but also by using the XRP ledger in their operations. BlackRock is spearheading the charge. Most especially, he is moving forward with the public release of an XRP ETF. Considering BlackRock's almost perfect track record with ETF approvals, the probability of the XRP ETF receiving the green light is quite strong. One cannot overemphasize how an XRP ETF would affect its value. A gold price of $9,831 for XRP may seem unrealistic, but given all the important events scheduled, it begins to make sense. Consider it. Especially when you consider the enormous sums. XRP is set to be a major role in managing worldwide debt transactions. Driven mostly by the ISDA, we're talking about $1.8 to $1.3 quadrillion possibly moving over the XRP ledger. Include the Republic of Palau building its central bank digital currency on the XRP ledger, and the BRICS countries, including Saudi Arabia, all of whom are incorporating the XRP ledger into their systems. This situation is a classic example of high volume, strong demand, and low supply, which logically suggests a rising value per XRP token. A subject that has been floating about recently, therefore, is this. Some people believe my hope for XRP is only a daydream. Well, perhaps they are correct. That said, I speak. Embracing this hopium is what drives me. I'm rolling it up into a huge one, lighting it up, and taking a deep breath. That's quite strong. Hope is something I really believe in. Especially when times are difficult and you're clinging on, it's a lifeline. Should you disagree with hope and believe it to be all only wishful thinking, that's also acceptable. That doesn't strike me as a negative, though. Let's support one another. That is my motto. Anything less just seems like tossing tokens into a vacuum, which is not what we are about. Our purpose is to remain positive. Speaking of positivism, I enjoy the interesting debates and provocative ideas coming from all of you. It really makes the mental cogs turn. One intriguing issue brought up was regarding organizations and XRP. They don't really have to acquire XRP. One may also consider leasing. Now, that's a concept worth considering, wouldn't you say? That got me thinking, what would happen if XRP were only being purchased by retail investors? I looked into this and even inquired with ChatGPT on the SWIFT system's daily transaction volume. The astonishing response was more than $7 trillion. This is only international trade, not the derivatives market, which is in the quadrillions, nor smart contracts, NFTs, or tokenized assets like real estate.